My video seeks to give the viewer a quick synopsis of the National Holidays Tour, Rome and a Taste of Italy. National Holidays is part of the Shearings Group, itself an amalgamation of Bay Hotels, Wallace Arnold and Caledonian Travel. This 7-day escorted sightseeing coach tour is definitely not for the faint-hearted. The comprehensive itinerary will test the endurance of even the most seasoned traveller. The Dover to Calais ferry crossing will take you just about an hour and a half. The tour centre is Montecatini Terme in Tuscany, midway between Pisa and Florence, from where the included excursions will visit some of Italy's most iconic places. The sun is just rising on the morning of our overnight stop. The next leg of our journey will take us to the Swiss border control at Bâle and then onward into the Alps and through the Gotthard Tunnel, all 17 kilometres of it.
And the girls who do the tools here, cash collect and whatnot, they even wear guns. Heading out to Pisa, which is only about 45 minutes away. So you'll have time to have passing it in just a second. Your right hand side, chalky coloured ice cold water comes from the mountains, so it's freezing cold all year round, the water. It's on your right hand side, yeah, it's running quite fast. You go down and see.
Keep an eye on how far you're actually through the tunnel.
We leave the Gotthard Tunnel behind us and then climb to some 6,000 feet, descending then to the Italian border.
You'll probably see the Italian border guards just to the left at the top here, with the leather boots, smart trousers and hats. Here's the main north-south road from Milan down to Naples.
The cost of this tour holiday may surprise you. The current rates between April and November 2016 range from £300 to £400 per person.
From the top of here where we go, I can show you the famous Ponte Vecchio, the old bridge.
Which is going to take us as far as that, and then from there we start walking, yeah? And then we'll be seeing the view of the city.
The River Arno. Florence is the first of 3 places included in this tour, followed by Rome and finally Pisa.
The old government now is a
Here's looking at you.
Yes, the entrance, which is the longest church in Europe after St. Peter in Rome and St. Paul in London. It's a colossal building, enormous building. It is almost 500 feet long from the central door as far as the other end.
Like many rivers, the Arno is subject to flooding. Historically, parts of the city were flooded to a depth of 20 feet.
And it's still very busy. Traffic. Busy.
The extended trip to Rome is a nice way of saying there's a lot of travelling, a total of 15 hours in fact, and you will be exhausted.
And we are now on a road called Ostiense. We still have roads named as in the Roman time. We have the Appian Way, we have statue of St. Paul. St. Paul was not a Roman citizen, so he was beheaded, died immediately.
Most of the windows were made up of alabaster window panes, creating a subdued light effect.
Here we have in this cloister Benedictine cloisters. They are praying in the morning here. They are working here. They're making also that Benedictine holes, little holes inside there. You have to remember, in the beginning, the Romans have built everything with burned earth, terracotta, brick. Came Augustus with emperors and dressed the whole city with marble. In those holes, as you will see in the Colosseum, little holes were bronze clamps keeping the white marble. Here is missing a part of the Colosseum with the holes. All this white marble been stripped away to build New Rome. Colosseum, 2,000 years old, 150 feet height, 4 stories, 64 entrances. Like in a stadium, whoever had the right to go in the Colosseum had a coin a number. 50,000 people, a marble seat. I showed you in the book. There was a wooden stage in the middle there, also disappeared. When in the morning they put also criminals to fight each other, to kill each other. Then they had gladiators, men with men fighting. In the afternoon with wild animals, lions, tigers, discotheques. No discotheques. bread and circuses means to now bread and discotheques. That's what they want, everybody. Romulus and Remus with the she-wolf. That's only a legend, it's not true, but that legend is nice that way. That one of those with that legend with the she-wolf Romulus have started to build Rome in that area where I'm going to show you. A Roman forum. You see the forum of the first Roman emperor who came after Julius Caesar's death, Augustus. With the temple of Mars Ultor, that's Emperor Augustus. 111, 114 after Christ. That emperor conquered that country today, which is called Romania, Romania. It's a big library. You see the pillars broken, we're on the floor, we put them up again. And you see a column to the right, 2,000 years old column. Emperor Trajan carved on that column 2,500 little figures, that time no video, who represents the life of that emperor. Built a bridge on the Danube, fighting, show the slaves who've been chained to bring to Rome. Pagan column, but to break a column like this is, no. but not make from it, it was a pagan column, they put a statue of Saint Peter on the top. To this area. No more pagan. Behind this monument we came where is ancient Rome. Church of Scotland, St. Andrews. Very nice. Remember, in future you come to Rome, you don't have money, you are broke, you are hungry. You go inside there, they give you something to eat for free.
Trevi Fountain. Yes, I know. It's crowded again. Mimi's at the fountain.
Single piece of stone, 1645. Life of Rome, Dolce Vita, now Sweet Life finished, kaput. Located here, the best hotels, best cafes, best shops, and best prices too. The hotels, Excelsior, Eden, Hassler, Savoy. The city opened to the public in 1910. Look to the right, statue Lord Byron. See there sitting. Nice for little children in the daytime. And big children in the nighttime.
Having come all this way to Rome, we had to visit the Vatican. This was an optional tour which we were glad to fund. There was a long queue to get into St. Peter's, but the wait was surprisingly short, and the system they used reminded me of an airport check-in.
Through that door, they'll be open again year 2025. When you turn to the right, there is the famous statue when he was 23 years old. Follow me.
Never have I seen so many people inside a church.
In case you get lost, where will you meet when Bronze, first apostle after Christ, 400 years old. Since 400 years those who believe, they come, they touch his foot, from so many touchings. It's not glass, it's a marble you see through, alabaster. Excuse me, did you work before at the BBC?
That last comment was levelled at me and the camera.
Highest dome in the world, 400 feet high. The whole ceiling mosaic stones, figures of popes, saints. Now everything was built in this church, the same size as everything. It's an optical illusion. Whenever they were there,
the house of this
and the port. Cruise ships that
We leave behind the Swiss Guard.
On our return from Rome, we decided to look round Montecatini, a population of about 20,000, a spa town and a tourist centre. There must be hundreds of hotels in this place. It's our last day, but before we leave, it's time to visit Pisa. Those who have seen my other videos will know that I usually include a tour of the hotel, but on this occasion, the tour itinerary was so comprehensive we spent only a limited time in the hotel.
It doesn't, no, you've got to get another building against it, and you won't get it from the I'll take it from the end. It's raining still in this place.
We are heading for Calais and home. There will of course be a stopover near Paris, but today it has rained all the way from Montecatini, over 400 miles.
That's our ferry coming in.
The pride of Calais. I filmed this about 3 years ago using my 12-year-old Sony HC90E. Not perfect, but it performed better than I expected.